Hi everyone, this is Mindy Eggen and welcome back to my channel. Today I am celebrating with Altenew for their May 2026 release in a video hop. We have lots of inspiration to share with you today. I will have a link to the next person in the video hop linked down below in the video description, along with the supplies that I'll be using today, and be sure to leave a comment to be entered for a chance to win. Here's a look at the project that I'm going to be creating today, and this is going to be featuring the brand new Craft Your Life project kit. I'll be walking you through the ink blending and how I fixed my mistakes that I made as I went. Now this is, as I mentioned, the Craft Your Life project kit, and it's called the drawing room. So there are always lots of different images and sentiments included in these kits. One of the first things that drew me in immediately was that script background. I'm going to go through, I'm going to pick up the products that I'm going to use, which is going to be the stencil, of course. This is going to be the stencil for the flower, but there is kind of a wallpaper or background stencil that you could use as well. And I'm also going to grab the coordinating die for the image. And I apologize if my voice sounds a little off. I'm still recuperating. I had lost my voice earlier this week, so I'm still a little rough around the edges. Now in this particular stencil set, you are going to want to die cut first. There is not going to be any outline to this image. So die cut it out first from a white cardstock. I am using my 9x12 sticky mat to hold my die cut in place, and then I'm going to start with the first layer of the stencil. The first layer of the stencil usually is the most open area of the stencil, and another way to tell that Altenew does really well on their stencils is they etch it. So it's going to be like an A1, A2, A3, something like that. So you'll want to make sure that you look for that on your stencil, and I'm definitely mentioning this right now because I got a little lazy and I did not look at my etchings. Altenew does a great job as making this as easy as possible for us. Now for my flower, I am going to be using colors from the Blush Berry Bliss collection. I had started with the lightest color in that collection at first. It wasn't quite dark enough, so I came in with the second lightest color. Then I'm going to come in with the second layer of the stencil, again, just following the etchings that are on that stencil. This one, I am coming in with Blush Rose, so it's adding a little bit more texture and depth to the floral image. Line up the next layer, which is still all on one stencil. So we have 3 images just on one stencil. It's pretty easy to line up because there's also etchings on there to give you the outline of the floral image. Now, I jumped into the Raspberry Sunset, I believe it is, which is a really dark color. It's the darkest color actually in that collection. And then the next layer of the stencil, there's going to be a little bit down here in the corner. It's also on the same stencil as the leaves. And this is kind of where I realized I needed another dark color. So I used that same one I left off with, the Raspberry Sunset, but I just came in a little bit more heavy-handed and didn't tap off. So that was able to give me another variation of that color. So the flower portion is done, and I just shifted right on over and started ink blending with the lightest color from the Jade Dreams collection. This is Pistachio, and this is where I guess we could say I made a mistake, so to speak. I wasn't looking at my etchings that Altenew has provided to tell me the order, wasn't really paying attention, just jumped to one of the layers. And I just kept moving with it like any other stencil. I did step up the ink blending a little bit on that layer using Misty Sage. And this layer also has the center of your flowers, which I am using, I believe that is Butternut. It is from the Fall Harvest collection. So it's about here that I realized I started on the wrong layer of the stencil. So I peeled it up and I started shifting the stencil, realizing that the most open area of the stencil, the tip that I shared with you earlier, is where I should have started first. So I just kind of went with it. I lined it all up. I came back in with that pistachio, that light color I started with. I just came in a little heavier handed to fill in the white areas that the previous stencil had left. Then I shifted the stencil again back to that first one I started with, and I came in heavier handed with that second color in the collection. Apologize, I don't remember right offhand, but it worked out really well. I mean, in the end, the conclusion to it was I started with the wrong layer. I fixed my mistake by just going back over the top with the same colors. So now I can continue in the order that I'm supposed to. So I moved on to Mossy Meadow to give that darker shade in that layer. This layer again has the center for our flowers that lined up perfectly. So I went to the next layer in that section, which is Pumpkin Pie. Again, that's using the Fall Harvest collection. And also notice how as I'm doing the peel and reveal, we have no outline. And I know some people really prefer their images not to have that white outline. I like mine both ways. So this is really beautiful. It's coming together pretty realistic, especially with no white border around our image, and we have no outline stamp. So those are two things that I find really unique about this set. My image is completely done, so I'm going to remove that from my sticky mat. I had die cut out another one of those die cuts from plain white cardstock, so I'm going to layer my two images together using some liquid glue. And then I can move on to creating the background. So like I had mentioned, one of the main things that really stuck out to me was this script background, and it fits perfectly in the center of an A2 size card panel. So I'm going to condition that stamp by just rubbing my hand over the top. Kind of helps remove any residual things left over from the manufacturing process. And then I'm inking it up with, it's a light gray. I want to say like Morning Frost. Really light gray or really light brown would work here too. So it's a beautiful script, and it has that nice white border around the edge. So I'm kind of getting an idea here what I want to do with my image. This is a good placement. I like the script kind of sticking out at both the top and the bottom. So now I just need a sentiment. I am using Thanks from the Stylish Greetings 2 set. I die cut and layered it together 3 times using Vineyard Berry cardstock. But because it's going to overlap my flower, which also has a die cut behind it for dimension, I needed to add a few more layers to the end. So the N, K, and S. That is all I die cut and cut off and layered behind my original one. That way it's going to be flush across the front of my cardstock. So I'm going to set that off on the side for a second, and I need to add some splatter to this. The metallic watercolor set from Altenew has these beautiful shimmery reds. They're a deep red, which matched my cardstock and my inks pretty nicely. So I just added a bit of water, splattered that onto the background, and once that's dry, I'm going to add this to an A2 size side folding card base. Then I'm going to add some liquid glue behind my floral die cut, and I'm going to place that on the front of the panel again, making sure that I have a little bit of script showing at the top and at the bottom. And then I'll finish that off by bringing in my sentiment, again using some of that liquid glue, making sure that the N, K, and S are hanging off of the leaves because that's how I had layered it. Now, recently I was cleaning and I stumbled across my aqua shimmer pens, which I haven't used in years. And so I thought it'd be really pretty to go across the letters and add a little bit of shimmer. But I had this big blob that came out. It was a little too much. I tried to dab it up, but there is one little spot on my A that is a little shinier than the other letters. That's okay. I'm just going to go with it. So I guess that was, I don't know if I want to say a mistake, but it was an oops that happened in my card project here. It's just a little shinier than the rest, and that's all right. So that is going to finish up my card project today. Thank you guys so much for hanging in there with me as my voice is recuperating. I hope you enjoyed today's card project. All of those supplies are linked down below in the video description. And be sure to head to the next person in the video hop for more inspiration. And don't forget to leave your comments to be entered into the giveaway. If you enjoyed today's video, here is another one that I think you'll like.